It's Mohim for Boxing Domination, and today I'm joined by the Green Machine, Kevin Greenwood, after a draw at the OT Arena at the BKB 33 against Bradley Scott. First of all, Kevin, thank you for joining me.
No, always a pleasure, bro. Always a pleasure.
How are you doing?
I'm doing good, surprisingly. I'm doing better than I look. I feel beaten up, but it was a great fight. And I've got 5 rounds experience in the bag now, so taking the positives out of it, I've got 5 rounds experience in the bag. I had a stoppage after the second round of my last BKB. So even though we got the draw, I've took a lot out of that fight.
Injuries for you and Bradley. Brad, of course, broke his nose, that's for sure. You got a massive gash, massive hole. Your eye is kind of gone as well.
Yep.
What's going through your mind right now?
My eye. My eye's gone right through my mind. No. So, yeah, look, listen, we know what we sign up for. Without the gloves on, it's going to get ugly. And Brad's a big, strong man, and he's very capable, very precise with his punches. And I remember that first round, I stuck the jab on him, and actually that jab split my knuckle open as well as his nose. And I thought, oh, happy days, I can catch him with a jab. But it didn't take him long for him to start chucking his right hand back over. And that's what caused all the damage. So, yeah, going through my mind at the minute, it was the toughest fight that I've ever had.
Brad is, of course, a former UFC veteran. He shared the cage with Robert Whittaker back in the day, which went to a unanimous decision. He is BKB champion. What's next for you? Do you want a rematch, or do you want to maybe go down a different path?
Well, at the end of the day, I've said before, I'm here to slay dragons. You know what I mean? I want to fight these guys like Bradley Scott, who's been in the UFC. I boxed pro. It's sort of like southern area. Got to like southern area level. So I want to box these guys with good resumes and stuff like that. And it just goes to show, he made a good fight. Bradley Scott he's a very seasoned, good fighter, big strong fighter. Even now in his mid-30s, I'm 40 now. So he made for a good fight. It was a draw. I still haven't got the British title. I said I'm here for belts, but if it was to go again, Jim and Joe, if you're watching, I'd love to do it somewhere sunny. Because it really hurts. So take me somewhere nice. Take me to Thailand or somewhere. That'd be lovely.
Of course, the Indigo O2 is always a venue. But I want to ask you, is there a venue, like a dream venue? Because I know you box at York Hall.
Yeah.
I saw him box, Rick. You boxed at York Hall. I was like, wow, Kevin's a former pro boxer. How did I not know that? Now, I want to ask you, is there like a dream venue for you? Like maybe MGM Grand, or in the UK side, maybe Swindon Sports Centre.
Swindon Sports Centre. Brad mentioned Swindon because he's got a lot of people down that end. But listen, it's already O2 now. It would be nice to go into the bigger one, but I love boxing here. But for me, would be Madison Square Garden. That's my dream place. We're saying dream place. I'm not saying that I'm worthy to fight there, but what I'm saying.
If we're saying UK.
Saying UK.
Yeah.
Get us in a big one or in Wembley. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what we're saying. Yeah, I went to see Bon Jovi at Wembley, and that was good. So yeah, get us in Wembley or in a big arena over here. But I love it here. I love it at the Indigo.
I think maybe next year, maybe the Eventer might be a good idea. 3,500 or the Royal Albert Hall.
That's always good, isn't it? The ball in the Albert Hall. I just love fighting, mate. Do you know what I mean? I'm fortunate. It's the only thing I'm good at, either teaching people to fight or fighting. I'm 40 now. How many fights like this have I got left in me? Not that many. Do you know what I mean? So if we can get to somewhere nice, then happy days. But I love what we're doing, and hopefully my body will carry me for plenty more.
I'm going to ask you maybe just a few more short questions, maybe 2 more.
Mm-hmm.
I want to ask you is, what gives you the motivation? I remember, we last time spoke about this exact same thing, but what actually gives you the motivation to just wanting to just go forward? And even in moments like this, I know he was coming forward, you was coming forward, you didn't take a step back, you fought until, and even Brad even said it himself, he was surprised at how good you were. You were so durable and you were so tough compared to other opponents he's faced. Do you want to tell me a bit about that?
I will tell you, Mo. My thing that keeps me going and allows me to dig deep is my little girl, my little Ella. It's on the back of my shorts. There's mum on the front of my shorts. I've spoke to you before. You asked me who my role model is, and that was my mum, who's sadly not with us anymore. But she was very proud of what I did, and I just want my little girl to be proud. me and her mum aren't together anymore, and we never will be. But I just want, I want to have these fights, make a little bit of money, and take her on holiday. Like we're going away on Monday, me and my little girl for a week. So the last time I had the glasses on, and when I went to pick my little girl up to take her away, I said to her mum, I said, when I lift these glasses up, there's a couple of bruises. and my little girl, she's only 5. She took it quite well. She's like, "Oh, Daddy, what happened?" And I explained to her, and she was fine with it. She knows about boxing. She's grew up around the boxing gym, so she was fine. So so this time, hopefully, she still understands. But that's my driving force. Well, my trainer Dominic and Sean was before I went out to that 5th round. They said, "Who are we here for? Who are we doing this for?" Do you know what I mean? And it's my little girl Ella. So that's my drive. That's the reason why I stay stood up and I don't fall over. Do you know what I mean? That's what keeps me moving forward. My little girl.
And that's one reason why I've got even more respect for you, really, because this interview sort of going down that path now where it's getting a bit more personal, and it's a nice touch to it. If you can say something to your daughter back home watching right now.
Sorry,
no,
mate.
we'll take her.
Unprofessional.
No, that's cool. It's cool.
Let me turn it off. Go on, mate.
If you can give a message to her right now from her dad, what would it be?
Daddy loves you, darling, and all the cuts and bruises, they're for you, sweetheart. Just remember that. Daddy loves you. Sorry.
No, that's fine. Kevin, I'm so sorry to have asked you that question. I want to ask you, though, if recently a bodybuilder and YouTuber, and Bradley Martin, he interviewed Nate Diaz, and he was like, if we were in a street fight, who do you think will win? So if me and you were to get into a street fight tomorrow, or in the condition you're in, who wins under my rules?
I think if a fly hit me too hard in the face right now, I'd probably go over. And Mo, we've had plenty of chats. I've never seen you throw your hands up. You could be a ninja for all I know. Do you know what I mean? And the thing is, a fight is a fight. It does. I've seen like the best boxers. I've seen credible boxers be ironed out by big, just fat pub guys. So it don't, mate. A punch can change anything. And at the moment, if you're going to start on me, Mo, I'm going to go out that door because I really don't fancy it. Do you know what I mean? My money's on you for this one, mate. All right.
You know what? I'll put my 5 guys on you, actually. If BKB had money in the bank right now, I'll cash in right now.
Money in the bank. So what? I love wrestling. I will tell you now. yeah, but cash it in now, mate. You're the champ. Yeah, even though I didn't get the title, but yeah, I would.
This will be the old school. I don't know if you ever watched it, but Undertaker fought. I don't know who it was, but he fought someone. He just lost, and then the Edge came in, banked it, and he won the World Heavyweight title. I don't know if you ever watched that. It was like the quickest win ever.
Yeah, because whoever gets the money in the bank briefcase, they I think 9 times out of 10 end up getting it. Yeah, so if you get hold of it, mate, it's definitely yours. You know what I mean?
And now, before we sort of go, I want to sort of get down on 2 things, 2 real quick things, is your gym. You've got a lovely gym. You are a fighter, you are parent, but you are also a gym owner. Do you want to tell me a bit about your gym?
Yeah, so Greenwood Boxing. We're in Ardley Green, Horn Church in Essex. I'm there every day from 8 in the morning to 8 in the evening. We train guys, we train kids from like the ages of like 5 all the way up to like, fellas in their 50s, all abilities, if they just want to keep fit and learn the sport or if they want to compete. So it's me, Shawnee Boylan, we've got Gary Rowlings in there, Dominic Negus comes and helps us out as well. And that's what we do. So when I'm not training myself, I'm training other guys. So it's always in there. Do you know what I mean? And I think mentally, where I'm training people constantly, even if I only get to train myself for a couple of hours, if I'm training someone else or other people for like 8 hours, it's constantly on the brain. Do you know what I mean? It's constantly sinking in there.
And as an interview wrap, the Green Machine, Kevin Greenwood. But before we go, is there anything you want to say to your sponsors or any supporters?
I'd love to say thank you to my sponsors, Tidal and Your Gallery. I want to say a massive thank you to everyone that bought a ticket and invested in me to come and support. I want to say a massive thank you to Dominic Negus, all the boys at Sparta Gym, Shawnee Boylan, Gary Rollins, all the boys at Greenwoods. I want to thank God for allowing me to give me the strength to fight tonight. Everyone that comes and watches, thank you very much. Thank you.